Hey, it's even light enough for me to be on camera. Not that I probably should be because I haven't even brushed my hair today. You can tell, can't you? But anyway, this is just a very, very quick live. I did say yesterday when I did the live stream on Peter Baglin that I'd come back once a formal identification has been made of his body, and that has happened. I keep saying Lancashire Police. It's not. It's a different force. Greater Manchester Police have now confirmed that the body they found on Saturday morning is that of 55-year-old Peter Baglin. So that's all I'm coming on to say, just recording it, just to send my condolences to the family and to, I guess we can say, not quite complete the process because there has to be an inquest. But yeah, I'm going to read you the statement that Greater Manchester Police have issued about half an hour ago. Cookie Doodle, hello. Moondance, Melinda, Diane, Ashley, Purple AJ, Melissa, Shazza, Karen. Who else have we got? Tammy, Winnie the Pup, Tammy, and Andrea. Yeah, that's all we've got in chat. So it's probably a bad time for most people. It's just gone 4:15 in the afternoon for me. So, okay, let's share my screen here. So this is from Greater Manchester Police. I'm going to have to find the right window here. Okay, here we go. Wife of Peter Baglin pays tribute following formal identification. Actually, not even half an hour ago. It's only actually 20 minutes ago that they released this. So this is breaking news. Greater Manchester Police can now confirm that human remains found in Salford on Saturday, 4th of March, belonged to Peter Baglin. Peter was reported missing when he didn't return home from a walk along the canal towpath in Boothstown on Wednesday, 28th of December. His belongings were found nearby the following day. It is not believed there are any suspicious circumstances surrounding his death, and a file is being prepared for the coroner for the purposes of inquest proceedings. So if you saw the video that I put out this morning, well, it's actually, I made it this morning, came out early afternoon my time, over on MichelleAfterDark. I talked all through inquest proceedings again, because it keeps coming up in relation to Nicola Bulley. And I just explained the process again, because it's going to be exactly the same process for Peter. That the coroner will, now they've got the formal ID, they'll open the inquest. They'll want to ascertain how Peter died. So part of that will be due to autopsy, but also it'll be partly the investigation. So they've already ruled that they don't believe there's any suspicious circumstances. So presumably the autopsy and just the general circumstances lead them away from thinking that there's any criminal involvement in here. So this is not going to be a criminal investigation. This is a coroner's investigation, exactly the same as in Nicola Bulley's case. So the coroner will be a different coroner than that from Nicola Bulley, because Nicola Bulley died in Lancashire and Peter died in Greater Manchester. So it's a different coroner, but exactly the same proceedings, because obviously it's the same UK law that underpins all of this. So the coroner's court is not a criminal court. In Peter's case, they've absolutely ascertained that there's no suspicious circumstances, so not a criminal investigation. Exactly the same as Nicola Bulley's, not a criminal investigation. Got a hair in my mouth. That's a bit weird. I can't get it out either. There we go. So the coroner will open the inquest. The police will probably be called as witnesses. Not for the opening of the inquest. They'll literally open the inquest. It'll take 5 minutes. They'll open it and then they'll adjourn it. They'll set a date for the full inquest. So Nicola's was set for the 26th of June. So about 4 weeks, just over 4 months. Sorry, not 4 weeks, just over 4 months. I don't know what the timescales are in Greater Manchester, but It could be about the same time scale or maybe a little bit longer. I don't know, as I said, what the time scales are in Greater Manchester. So the inquest, they'll have maybe some police officers who'll be witnesses. They'll have a police report. They'll have the results of the police investigation. The coroner will probably be determining whether Peter's death was an accident or whether they believe it was suicide. If they can't tell from, you know, the body, the autopsy, or they can't tell from the investigation, I mean, it becomes easy when a person leaves a note or has told people that they're not feeling well or that they're suicidal. The coroner will rule it a suicide based on those witness statements. That happened in the case that I attended. I was a witness at an inquest in 2016. I have told this story before. This is somebody from my family who took his own life back in October 2015. And the inquest was the end of March, beginning of April 2016. And I was a witness there to state that, yes, I believe this person was suicidal. I could show them Facebook Messenger posts from him that I talked him down from a ledge, not a literal ledge, but I talked him down from a hypothetical ledge numerous times. I took him to literally frog marched him to the doctors for crisis counselling on a previous occasion. About 2 years before he died, he'd sent me Facebook Messenger posts telling me that he was sat beside the railway and he was going to throw himself under a train. So all of that was evidence. All of that was evidence, and I went to present it at the coroner's inquest. This is how I know what the process is. This is why I'm infuriated by people making up nonsense about Nicola Bulley. I know the process. I've been through the process. I know the process. Not only do I know the law, but I've been through the process. When it's a criminal investigation, it's completely different. I've been through that process as well, right? So I'm not an expert, but I know what I'm talking about. So it infuriates me the amount of lies and nonsense that's coming out. And I'm actually glad that Peter's case has not attracted the same amount of attention that Nicola's did, because Nicola's case has just become an absolute joke. It's just a war zone. It's crazy. Anyway, let's read the rest of this statement before I get on my high horse. Okay, paying tribute to Pete. This is lovely. Peter's wife, Michelle, said, "Today is the day we wish would never come, and our family is absolutely devastated at the news of Pete's passing. When I think of Pete, I think of him as my best buddy, and after being together almost 30 years, we complemented each other perfectly." It's heartbreaking. "He was a fantastic father, grandfather, and great-grandfather." He's a great-granddad. Oh, wow. "To our 3 children, our 4 grandchildren, and our great-grandchild. Pete was also a great brother to his 2 brothers. He was a much-loved son, and his mum and dad are being comforted at their home down south by Pete's brother Paul and Paul's wife Katie." Oh, it's devastating, isn't it? His parents must be, because Pete's 55, so they must be in the 70s, even 80s maybe. Oh, so sad. I mean, however old a child is, you do not expect your child to go before you. I don't care if your child's 55 and you're 85, you don't expect your child to go before you. Over the last 9 or so weeks, we have been endlessly searching for Pete. I would like to pass on huge thanks from our family to friends and members of the community who have turned out time and time again trying to help us find him. We would also like to thank Greater Manchester Police for maintaining contact with me every day since Pete went missing, and also for the constant support they have given me. I will tell you from first-hand experience that the family liaison service that the police forces offer in the UK is second to none. It's outstanding. It's very good. We don't know how we're going to move on from this day. Michelle, you will. You will. I know it's a absolute cliche. And when people say time is a great healer, it seems hollow right now. It seems really hollow, but time is a great healer. Not that you'll ever heal fully that hole that Pete's left in your life, but you will learn a new normal. You will learn a new normal, and you'll remember Pete fondly and with all the love that you shared with him, and just keep on. Every day gets a little bit easier. There's ups and downs. Every day gets a little bit easier, and yeah, time is. You just need time. Time will just carry on. Anyway, but whilst we try to come to terms with our loss and grieve Pete's passing, we would like to ask that our privacy is now respected. So nobody tried to contact them. I hope the media don't try to contact them. That happened in Nicola Bulley's case. I hope it doesn't happen in this case. The family does deserve privacy. They're going through a tremendous amount of pain and shouldn't have to do that in the media spotlight. So that's another reason why I'm glad that Pete's disappearance didn't attract the same nonsense that Nicola Bulley's had. That the media on the whole, and that include all media, social media and mainstream media, has been in the main respectful towards Pete. The search for Pete's focused on the search for Pete rather than silly theories. There has been some, but in the main, it's been focusing on finding Pete. And that's how it should be. And that's just I love that photo. I love that photo. It just looks so like a cheeky chappy there. And that's it. So it doesn't tell us where they found him. It doesn't tell us whether he was in the canal or by the canal. But I think for now, I think we should just respect the family, their privacy, and not speculate, and just wait for further news. Yeah, I wish we could put time in a bottle. That's a very poignant thing to say. Absolutely. Absolutely. So there's lots of people here giving their condolences. He's got smiling eyes. He does, doesn't he? He's smiling. People, like, sometimes they smile and they're not really smiling, are they? You know, you only know someone's really smiling when they smile with their eyes. And he's got such a cheeky, chappy look about him, and just a kind soul by the looks of things. So I don't want to speculate whether this was a tragic accident or whether he took his own life. I just want the process to play out, and we'll find out in due course from the results of the inquest. So no suspicious circumstances. We don't need any wild theories or wild speculations. Pete's gone home. Pete's where he now belongs. His family can lay him to rest. His family can visit his grave or wherever they choose to lay him to rest. And I'll report back once the inquest is done and dusted. So that's all I wanted to say. I'm going to keep this really brief before I get on my soapbox. Oh, am I back? Yes, I'm back. My internet just went off for a second there. I don't want to make this stream about Nicola Bulley. I don't want to make this stream about the nonsense that's going on. I just want this stream to be very short, very to the point, about Pete. The process is underway. Pete's gone home, and it's just the formalities now of ascertaining exactly how he died, and that's down to the coroner. Not a criminal investigation, down to the coroner to do that. Okay, guys, that's all I wanted to say. This is probably the quickest live stream I've ever done, ever. But I'm going to leave it at that. So thank you for joining me, and I hope that people will respect Pete's family, and just the biggest of condolences to them. And time, give yourselves time, one day at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 minute at a time if you have to. And some days, I'm going to tell you, some days it will be 1 minute at a time that you will not be able to see another minute in front of your face. However, it gets better and easier with time. All right, guys, I'm going to go. I don't think I've added in donations, so I don't think I need to thank anybody. Thanks for Trixie Star coming in and being a super mod. Not that you've had to do anything, but thanks so much. And yeah, bye, guys.